Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out, and I timestamp them as I go. Or just we can watch the playback on like 1.25 speed, whatever works best for you. Okay, so my nails today are glittery, plain glittery, or this kind of green emerald facet effect. How cool is that? So yeah, I just wanted to share. Anyway, all right. And I am using the Mystic Moments Tarot. The Tarot of Mystic Moments, and links in the description box underneath the questions. So if you're interested in that. I was also using it yesterday. I saw a comment. I didn't have time to reply to it, but I saw a comment. Someone was asking about the deck yesterday. Links in the description box. It's the Mystical Moments Tarot. All right. Yeah, I've just saw the news about Prigozhin. Yeah. I'm just moving on from that. Yeah, who's shocked? Yeah. Anyway, but let us come back to the U.S. for a moment, or for a couple of moments, because there's all kinds of fun stuff to read on. At 2 minutes 30 seconds in, let's have a look to see little FAFO action, felony around and find out. Further violating his bond agreement, Trump posted about how proud he was to be arrested and how all of this is a sham because the election was rigged, unquote. When arraignment time comes, and I believe Fani Willis wants to arraign all of them on March 5th. Yeah, I think it's the 5th. But there are bookings now, and then the arraignment on September 5th. I'm sorry. I'm not doing so well with the facts today. Mercury does go retrograde, and it is, it's just, yeah, it's messing with me, but we'll get through it. Okay. Anyway, when the arraignment time comes, what are the odds the judge decides to revoke Trump's bond, $200,000 bond, because he keeps attacking the judge, the system, the Trump in Georgia. Man. Visualize 70 says, by the way, if I change the playback speed on the video, do I slow it down or speed it up? It's up to you. I speed mine up to 1.25. If you click on the gears, it's either gear symbols usually either down here or up here. And then one of the options is playback speed, and click on that and it'll show me, it'll show your options. And I just go speed up like 1.25. Anyway, I appreciate the thing about, the Prigozhin and Russian thing, but there's nothing for me to read on there. It's not shocking. Anyway, and let's talk about Trump in Georgia, because this is going to get interesting. Very interesting. So at the hearing, will Trump, violating his bond agreement. Magician. Well, he thinks he can still, pull the goose out of the hat, kind of. That's, I say that because that's the picture. He doesn't think things are applied to him. But I've got 4 cards here, not 5. And I usually make a mistake of not enough cards or too many cards for a reason. And this was, he hasn't quite twigged how serious a mess he's in. The Empress, the King of Pentacles, the Star, and the 4 of Wands. So things might, he's certainly not expecting anything to go wrong. By the way, we will be able to see the arraignment. What I saw in the news was it's all going to be televised. The whole Georgia thing's going to be televised, including the arraignment. So I hope I've literally got to order some popcorn. Got to have it here for tomorrow night. And of course I'll be on. So, because he's going to do it late in the evening. Of course, I'll be here. I've waited for this for years. So anyway, we're going to see all of this. King of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you're really rich. The Star, you are the center of the conspiracy conspiracy charges. And 4 of Wands, which that's just like a vacation, retirement, Mar-a-Lago. Is that really? He's just going to go home. I guess he's just going to go home. Evelyn Hartman, bless you. I'm working on rescuing 3 kittens today myself. They are fast. Bless you. Bless you for doing that. 10 of Wands. And the burden of his own stupidity. I don't know why this card does not want to. There it is. Doesn't want to focus well. But burden of his own stupidity. 8 of Swords. He will have limitations. Excuse me. High Priestess. 10 of Pentacles. The Dynasty. He's going home. Yeah, I'm not getting his bond being revoked. I talked to Sarah all morning. Wasn't coughing at all. One moment, please. Okay. So, at 8:15, Kristen from Uncover the News and Lisa were talking about that the mugshots, the bookings, the mugshots have started trickling in. Have you seen Eastman's mugshot? It's rough. It's rough. No, I'm not allergic to you, Maggie. Who you're awesome. Arrests and mugshots have started to trickle in, and people are learning that jailhouse mugshots are rough. How will Trump be affected by being treated like every other customer, as the sheriff said? Will he deem the release of his height and weight fake news? Lucky girl. Remember to order your popcorn today. Thank you. Alan says he needs makeup. Cherry Bomb says he looks like a scared Q-tip. Eastman? So. Okay, so. Hey, Trump, how are you going to handle the, mugshot, being treated like every other criminal? Also, I was listening last night. Who was I listening to? I can't remember. It's all starting to blur. Someone was discussing it was MSNBC, and somebody was discussing secret, if Trump was sent to prison, as a hypothetically, if Trump was sent to prison, would the Secret Service stay with him? And the answer was no. The prison itself and the U.S. Marshals actually would take over. And considering one of the questions I've got here on the Secret Service, that might be a good thing. But anyway, how are you going to handle this? King of Cups, all up in his feelings. All up in his feelings. Three of Cups. Oh, it's going to be great. Nine of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. I love that this is the merchant card, and he's going to be treated like every other customer. Eight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Oh, this isn't even the main deal. This is just a preview of what's coming in the sun. Things brought to light. And we're going to see it. And he will try to turn this into something that raises money, something that's politically charged, but doesn't do a particularly good job of it. Page of Swords. Because during his arraignment, they're going to ask you, how do you plead? And he's going to say not guilty, and he's going to try to capitalize on that. But it's going to be in front of a judge. And we're going to have video of him being told, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do the other. Do you understand? Not everybody's MAGA. That is going to push some voters away from him. And it's all, it's all going to, we're going to see it all. So he's going to try to spin this, but I don't know that he can. This is going to have consequences beyond what normally happens. Page of Cups. This is historic. Seven of Cups. Star. Conspiracy of lies. He's the center of it. Ace of Cups. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this party started. Glorious, glorious. He's up in his feelings, and he still thinks that he's going to duck and dodge this somehow. He isn't, but that's what he thinks. All right. At 13 minutes in, as the bond orders are public, as the bond orders are becoming public, it's worth noting that all the co-defendants have to, including Trump, have to, quote, report to pre-trial supervision every 30 days and may report by telephone between now and the trial in March. And they have to call themselves. You can't have somebody do this for you. This is usually handled by someone associated with the probation department. Will Trump, unquote, will Trump comply? Will Trump comply with personally calling his pre-trial supervisor every month? That's in the probation department. So you're that close to having to check in with your probation officer in a way, even though it's not that yet. So you're actually going to check in with your pre-trial supervisor every month? Or are you going to try to make somebody else do it? Or I agree. I agree. As Eddie says, this is all just so glorious. Yes. And John France said hilarious. Yes. Him being treated like everybody else. Oh, you are absolutely correct, Alan. Oh, my Lord. Another perfect phone call. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, have the mighty have fallen. Star Melody, Elizabeth B says, classic. Cherry Bomb has a quote. "Hello, this is a perfect phone call. Goodbye." Quote. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, the fool, king of cups, burns his toast. Justice right in the middle. Hierophant, government. Emperor. It's gonna make him mad. Every time he has to do it, it's gonna make him mad. He's gonna vow that when he's in control, when he has power, he's going to get them all. Whoa. Yeah. Don't crime. Stephanie Martin has to do a weekly check-in in person. No. He has to check in every month. It can be by phone, but it has to be him. So, Rhonda Cox says if you go in to pretrial officer, you have to do a drug test. Wait. Really? Does he really? Is Trump going to be drug tested? Hang on. Rhonda Cox said if you go into pretrial officer, you have to do a drug test. So I was just sending that to Sarah, see if she can, if she's the one who brought this to my attention, and I think she would want to know. So I might have to ask about that. Visualize 70 says, does it consist of how many drugs you can name? Well, it says they could do that by phone, but man, if you have to have a drug test. Okay, it's up to the judge. Okay, it's up to the judge. Okay, that's our next question. At 1810. Will Trump have to get drug tested and excuse me, Sherry Baum just saying do it. Yes, but the first visit will probably require one, and that would be immediately after either bonding out or the arraignment. Jim Hawkins says only if the court ordered by a judge. Well, will Trump get drug tested? Any chance that could happen in New York with the Bragg case? If, like, because isn't Sniffy Jr. a part of that too? Cherry Bomb's asking, are the results released too? Well, if it came back positive, the judge would talk about it, and everything the judge says is going to be televised in court. So is Trump going to have to be drug tested? Thing is that this Judge McAfee is 34 and does not look 34. He looks younger than that, but he hasn't been on the bench for long. So we don't have a whole lot of examples of how he treats various high priestess. High priestess. Card for the reading. All right, let's see what we've got here. 9 of Wands. The World. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Knight of Swords. Do you have a prescription? Entertainment only YouTube. Entertainment only YouTube. Do you have a prescription for this Adderall type drug? Rhonda Cox says they send the results to the judge every month. Nine of Wands, the humiliation of this. 6 of Pentacles. Drip, 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 drip. Sorry, I don't mean to be gross. It's just that's you know, that's the deck. That's a thief card. That's a speed card. Speedy, 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 speedy. Is Trump going to end up with some drug charges? Sean Rice says probably gets his prescription from Ronnie Johnson. Oh, I think, is it Ronnie Jackson? Free speech says they probably only checking for illegal drugs. Well, if you are taking illegal prescription drugs, that's not. Queenie the Genie says, I think Trump gets prescription drugs. All right, so. Oh, Sarah's in the chat. Hello, my friend. They could subpoena the results for sure. Holly France says if he has a prescription, there won't likely be drug charges. That's true. Sandy Miller says every MAGA doctor would send him a written prescription. That's true. So 3 of Pentacles is the card for the reading, so the plan. 7 of Cups, 5 of Swords, insult to injury, Chariot, and things move forward. Not necessarily. Not that he's not necessarily going to get in trouble for drug charges, but boy, is a big thing. This is going to be a big thing going forward. Because this is, you can't, okay, this is weird. Okay, what I'm getting is the defendant can't properly defend themselves if they are not of sound, if they are in some kind of haze or they are chemically altered. It's insult to injury that Trump even has to. It's like maybe they have a discussion about it that Trump finds humiliating. The trial overall will go forward in a big way, but I don't know that it will be. Sarah's saying he'll be humiliated more than anything. I think you're right. Tiger Seforley says I didn't have this on my indictment bingo. I know, right? But please give Sniffy Jr. a drug test. Eileen, we've talked about that. There's nothing I can read on there, but I appreciate that. It was all through the chat earlier. I appreciate the breaking news, but I have trouble focusing sometimes, and I get people who are annoyed with me because I don't stick to the questions, or I don't get to them quickly enough, and then I have other people who they want me to read on a particular thing, so they ask, repeatedly in the chat, and I'm just doing the best I can here. Okay. All right. No worries, Amy. I'm glad for the breaking news. CC Ryder says Superior Court of Fulton County website, pre-trial services intake. Collects, verifies, reports the court officer background information, criminal histories on individuals. Stephanie Martin says humiliated and so angry. Yes. Man. So, all right. Anyway, thank you, Eileen. I appreciate you. I really do. 2630, Mark Meadows. Oh, this is glorious. Oh, the audacity. Oh, the audacity of these people. Mark Meadows thought he could ask for an extension to surrender to the court. Fani Willis smacked that down rather quickly, informing him she had already given him a tremendous courtesy of 2 weeks. So will he actually show? Mark Meadows. Okay, there's a whole bunch of cards that wanted to come out at once. All right, I'm going to reshuffle. Lola Bell says, let's all book a flight to Atlanta for Meadows. Thank you, Earth Yogi. Elizabeth B says, folly around and find out, Meadow Boy. I love that. Oh, Meadows. You really gonna mess around with this? 2 of Wands. But do you know who I am? Queen of Cups, Star, Queen of Wands. No. The people involved. Trump is the center, is the star, is in the center of the whole conspiracy, but it's Meadows who has most of the receipts, or has the most number of receipts. So you follied around. Time to find out, Meadow Boy. Anyway. Hello, Sheila. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so now this, and if you think that took some audacity, oh, wait. 2930. Jeffery Clark filed a petition in federal court in the wee hours of Tuesday morning to have his arrest stayed. It gets better. A restraining order placed against Fulton County And if you're drinking something, you might want to put it down. And gave the judge a deadline to respond, saying that something should be done by 5 p.m. that same day. The judge needed to rule on this by 5 p.m. that same day. Oh, the affluenza, the caucasity, the wow, Jeffery Clark, that's downright impressive. That is Valerie Cravette, exactly. No. And that's what the judge did too. Holly and Francis, Vegas says 1-to-1 odds that Trump's interview with Tucker Carlson will lead to a superseding indictment. Oh, we're going to get to that. That's on the list. John Francis says affluencity. Yes. Hello, Allison Jacobs, you wonderful human being. So, yeah, Jeffery Clark. Needless to say, he didn't fish his wish. He didn't get exactly what he wanted. Can we expect to be entertained further by this show of Affluenza Caucasity over the next 48 hours? Like Strom says, so him being in his underwear and robe in the middle of the street wasn't enough humiliation for him? I guess not. There are cards falling out of the deck left, right, and center. 8 of Pentacles. Working. This is just, you work the system. You have your expensive lawyers work the system. You do whatever, blah, blah, blah. Temperance. Yeah, you're about to learn some. Ace of Cups. The Lovers. The cult members. Sun. The Tower. Sit down. Have several seats. Sit down, Jeffery Clark. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the real world. Wow. Okay. So, okay, talk about a reality check. Oh my gosh. This is reality hitting the delusions of all of these people. And it's one after the next after the next. Matter of fact, what is today's the 23rd. So, happy Virgo season. Sorry about that. I should have said it earlier. Happy Virgo season. Love Virgos. The craftsmanship, the persnickety workaholism. I'm a Scorpio, but my sun is in the 6th house, so I love that Virgo energy. Anyway, yes, and also today at 3 p.m. Chicago time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, Mercury is going retrograde. So deep breaths. We'll get through it. We'll get through it together. The first Republican debate is this evening. And yeah, actually, that's interesting. Yesterday evening, Mars in the sky taking action was exactly opposite. So on the other side of that seesaw, that teeter-totter, from Neptune, which is their fantasies about. Thank you, Earth Yogi. Their fantasies. So action, it's like, okay, I can take action, or someone's taking action, can take action against the fantasies to be more important. It pushes that down. But then it switches and these people's delusions about what they can do, and how I just show up and I'm treated a certain way, better than other people. And then it's like, no, over here, we're going to take some action, and we're not only going to bring that down to earth, we're going to actually disabuse you of some of those notions. So that was going on yesterday, and we're seeing a lot of that here. So, it's so fun. All right. So Rudy, 3545. I can't with some of these people. 3545. Trump employee number 4 in the Florida docks, the Florida case, who we now know is Yucil Taveras, has petitioned to break away from Trump, given counsel, and get a court-appointed lawyer. Break away from Trump, given counsel, and get a court-appointed lawyer. He also confirmed that he turned on Trump by recanting his initial statements and giving Jack Smith testimony. I have jumped a question forward. We'll get back to the Rudy one. He gave Jack Smith testimony and evidence in July, which led to the superseding indictment. Sorry, it just happens sometimes. So Yucil Taveras has now got his own court-appointed lawyer. He's facing charges of lying to a grand jury because he lied for Trump, and now he has his own lawyer who said, "Are you insane? Tell the truth." So that's what he's doing now. The question seems to be what people are talking about is, will he be safe? I hope so. Yeah, we'll get back to Rudy in a second. It's easy to, there's a lot of text on the side. Yucil Taveras, are you safe? I hope so. But will you be safe? 3 cards. Okay, it feels okay. Fool. He was the IT guy, I believe, in the indictment. Ace of Swords. Justice. Initiation of legal matters or new legal matters. Justice is in the middle. 5 of Pentacles. Well, if he's got a court-appointed lawyer, it won't bankrupt him, but he could still end up in a pretty bad situation, because this is the out in the cold card. This is the little match girl card. Yeah. He tried to do, I mean, he's trying to do the right thing now, but he didn't all the way along, and that's a problem. Just a general note to everybody. Do not lie to the police. Do not lie to the FBI. Do not lie to a grand jury. Do not lie to a judge. You are better off admitting you've done whatever it is. Unless you are a serial killer, you're better off you're better off just admitting whatever's going on. Just tell the truth. You're going to be in much better shape than if they think for a minute that you are hiding things from them or actively lying. And if you're a serial killer, why are you watching this channel? Really? This is your vibration? Really? I don't think so. Anyway, all right. Yeah, Peg Sanders, just wait until the one with the court-appointed attorney makes better a showing than those with Trump's overpriced fancy lawyers. Mm-hmm. M. Kelby says lying is never a good idea. Well, I do believe in the occasional white lie. I will admit, if it's to save somebody's feelings and it's not going to hurt them if it comes out, if that kind of thing, Cancer moon. I want you to feel good. And I'm willing to okay, we don't need to deal with that now. So we'll put that there and we'll just go. But I won't deceive you. No, that lowers my vibration and that ain't happening. All right. So, Maggie, who says he's safer if he leaves his job at Mar-a-Lago? Oh, definitely. Kristen just brought that Ken Chesborough has filed a demand for a speedy trial in Fulton County. Well, wouldn't that make it separate from the others? Because she wants to do it all at once. Or maybe she can use that as an excuse of, all right, you'll all get a speedy trial. Yeah. Yeah. Teresa Ford said, if I'm hiding Anne Frank, I'm going to lie for her. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Basically, this is going to sound weird, but don't tell lies that will lower your vibration. If you're lying to protect the innocent, if you're lying to, I don't know, your poor little munchkin is hurt and you need to get, them help really quickly. And that's going to mean skipping parts of like bringing something in about what happened and somebody came and did, and you're just like, this is the problem. Well, what's the bigger story? Let's just deal with this. And if you have to go, look, it's just oh yeah, sure. It just fell, whatever. Save. We can talk later. Save the end. Anyway, I'll be quiet now. Or at least I'll try to focus. All right. So it feels like he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be okay. The Emperor says Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy still live in my house. Good. Emperor, yeah, people do not go down for this jerk. He would not go down for you. Lovers, Sun, Tower. Obstruction of justice, anybody? Trying to destroy the feeds? Yeah. Trump is toast. Yeah. Okay. Darren says we're like the French Resistance. Yeah. All right. So, Judge Cannon, 4310. There's something you should be having a hearing on, and if you don't, maybe they'll have reason to not keep you on the case. Joyce Vance says Judge Cannon should hold a hearing to discuss conflicts of interest among the lawyers involved in the documents case, now that Taveras has changed testimony after getting a new lawyer. Will Cannon be forced to do the right thing, or will her prevalent bias remain, which would get her closer to being kicked to the curb on this case? Judge Cannon. I swear, trying to read on what these people are thinking. So many of them, it's like walking into a narrow room. I'm out here with you, and I'm trying to deal with the fire hoses of information and what have you. And then it's like, well, let's go look at what this person's thinking. And it's like, oh, we just walked into a very narrow room, and it's surprisingly empty in here because they're not exactly trying to grow. Faye, I'm just going to say Faye. Faye says, good luck focusing today. Whatever retrograde is going on, I can't think straight. Yeah, it's the It's a Mercury retrograde. Queen of Swords. Okay. Are you going to be a judge? Or are you just going to be someone who makes whatever rulings you feel like? 10 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Judgment. Well, this is a mess. It is a very unbalanced situation. There is an argument to be made that getting good representation is expensive, but you're supposed to be getting representation, not just communicating what the person who's paying the bills is thinking or feeling. And then we get a big judgment here. But is that her? Or is that judgment against her? Is that judgment canon saying, look, 7 of Wands, you're on the defensive. You need to do the right thing. 8 of Swords, you're hemmed in by this strategy. King of Wands, that's Trump. Wheel of Fortune. Is there a way for her to punt this to some degree? People will be getting their own lawyers. I'm not 100% sure it's going to come from canon. Hello, James. Hello, Melody. Emperor. She's so biased. Again, 2 of Pentacles. Very shaky. King of Wands. 2 of Cups. Partnership. The energy just fizzles. I hope she does something, but the energy, it gets to a point, it just fizzles. That's all I'm getting. So maybe they take care of it on their own. But yeah, it doesn't feel like that goes anywhere. Like it blow back on her, or I don't know. It just I can't seem to pick up anything there. Not getting a there. All right. 4815. This is rather vexing. New internal emails have been revealed that show the Secret Service had been in communication with the Oath Creepers as far back as September 2020. These emails show an agent was in an, quote, unofficial liaison, close quote, with the Creepers and had worked with them to help ensure the safety of MAGAs at Trump rallies from the radical left, quote, radical left, unquote. As more corruption of the Secret Service comes to light, will anything be done? Really? I agree, it's infuriating. Cherry Bomb, Valerie Sargent asking who? There's a link in the description box. I don't know if we know it, a name, but there's a link in the description box. If you would like more information, please see the description box. Will anything be done about corruption in the Secret Service? Deborah Johnson's asking, are any of you surprised? I'm a little surprised. But then again, you know me. I give people the benefit of the doubt long after they deserve it. Darn Cancer moon. Four of Wands. In Mar-a-Lago. Look at that. Moon. Howling at thee. Two of Swords. Legal decision or a law officer's decision. Ten of Swords. Ouch. High Priestess. Hierophant. Okay, this could be secrets of the government, but it feels more like higher wisdom, where they're going to look at what's happened in the government. And judging by that Ten of Swords, some people are going to be held accountable. Because this far right acting on conspiracy theories and consorting with people who have been convicted of domestic terrorism, pretty much. Howling at the moon. This is a dumb decision. Two of Swords is a decision. Yeah, there's more coming. It will be looked at. Look to those great names in Congress who we know, because I don't know that Secret Service could really. Apparently, they haven't done a great job of policing their own. All right. Faye is saying, I'm a Cancer. I keep getting hurt by the same people all the time. Trust too much. Yep. I'm a Scorpio. You'd think, oh, well, it's only your moon that's Cancer. Scorpio, you'd have your, the tail, the stinger. What shall we do today, Mr. Stinger? Kill them. That's a quote from a silly comedy routine, by the way. But no, don't really want to. So I just, anyway. All right. Okay, this is funny. Okay, so this is about the Trump interview with Tucker this evening. 52:45. Let's do it that way. 52:45. Here's the thing. So Trump says he's not going to the debate. He's going to. They're going to release a pre-recorded interview. Okay. Here's the thing. With Tucker Carlson still under contract with Fox, will any of Trump's pre-recorded interviews be aired tonight? Because according to Tucker Carlson's contract, he can interview people. He can release discussion with Trump or what have you. But it can only be a total of 10 minutes in length. So, is Trump going to have his wine fest? Well, he better hurry. He's going to have to get all of his complaints in 10 minutes. Marjorie Lara says X45 surrogates allowed in the spin room. I thought they had been told they couldn't. But hey, they can now. Ace of Cups. Trump, the Tucker Carlson Trump interview. Lovers. 10 of Pentacles. These aren't people we haven't heard of. This is the cult itself. This is leaders of the cult, or the cult of the far right, at least. 10 of Pentacles. That would be the establishment, the state of the party. This is a Temperance card in the middle. And Trump's not going to be too temperate, so That would be temperance forced upon him. 6 of Pentacles. There's some charity. So give him a little airing of his grievances. And the Ace of Pentacles, he's going to use it to try to raise money. But this is a blip. I don't know if it's just going to be a 10-minute interview, but the energy on this is a very, very forgettable blip. So oh well. What a mess. And Lisa wants to know how the debate will go. So at 55-40. Unbelievable. Okay, come on, mouse, work with me here. 55. Oh, 45 again. How will the debate go? Will real issues that concern Americans be discussed, or will a Trump complaint, or will it be a Trump complaint session? Well, Chris Christie, in his, he did well in Iowa in 2016, didn't he? Am I remembering that incorrectly? And it was because he did so well during the debate. No, it was Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz did well. But at some point, that was the Iowa thing. But if Chris Christie got a lot of traction by talking about all this woke stuff, talking about Trump, you're not talking about things that actually affect American people in their daily lives. And then every time somebody would bring up whatever, he would interrupt them and be like, once again, you're not bringing up anything that affects people in their real lives, et cetera, et cetera. So let me see here. Faces tonight, I'll be watching the results of America's Got Talent. There you go. Yes, James, thank you. How will the debate go? I'm not going live for the debate. Oh, sorry. I'm not going live for the debate. I don't care. I just don't. I'll watch highlights. Maybe if I'm available, I'll see if Hal's covering it. Hal Sparks. At least he throws in some. He gets all riled up by what these people say on the right, so he's interrupting them and telling the truth, and then letting it play, and then telling the truth, and on and on. So you're okay, sweetie. 9 of Cups. Everything on display. The advertisers will do well. Eight of Cups, Emperor. Oh, they're definitely going to talk about him. 8 of Cups, Emperor, King of Pentacles, to be the king of the Republicans, King of Swords. Got to be a good speaker there. Knight of Swords. All right, there'll be some zingers. First debate, there'll be a few zingers. The only major arcana here is Trump. Yeah. All right. So that's what's going on this evening. Oh, Lola Bell's here. Hello, transitioning sun conjunct Prigozhin. Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. But I'm here 365 days of the year. I'll be here twice tomorrow. So I will be right back here tomorrow for the regular live stream at noon Chicago time. And then in the evening, when Trump gets booked. Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. All right. So hang in there. What to do at 3 o'clock is Creative Sprints over on the Creative Sprints channel. I might be a little late on Wednesdays. I can be a little late sometimes, but Sarah started to make sure it starts at 3. And I'm there as soon as I can be. And then on Saturday night is the monthly Patreon get together where I'm still writing the script for the little game we play at the beginning of my version of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, which I call Wait, Wait, Don't Elect Me. Still working on the script for that for Saturday night. So that's going to do it. You are not alone. We are in this together. There are really good days ahead, even through Mercury retrograde. We will make this. We'll make it. All right. And thank you so much. Take care. Be safe. Be back by 10. Take a sweater. Cancer moon. All right. Take care. And I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. See you Saturday evening. And we're going to have a great time.